Here's a quick look at the mass shootings from November 7th through November 16th. There were 10 last week, but they all fall within a 3-day span from the 11th through the 13th, with 1 on Friday, 5 on Saturday, and 4 on Sunday. Starting on the 11th in Jersey City, New Jersey, where 4 were injured by a gunman on, you guessed it, Martin Luther King Drive. And just for the heck of it, I looked at the street addresses of all 599 mass shootings this year, and 9 of them occurred on a Martin Luther King Drive, 2 on King's Highways, and 1 on King Street. There were none on Elm Street. On the 12th, 4 were injured in Fort Worth, Texas, 1 adult and 3 teenagers aged 13 to 15. This was the 4th mass shooting in Fort Worth this year. In Memphis, Tennessee, 4 were injured, all Hispanic males. The suspects were described as 2 black men who drove away in a black Dodge Charger. This was the 6th mass shooting in Memphis this year. In Paterson, New Jersey, 4 were injured, aged 15 to 36. There's not much info on this one. This was the 3rd mass shooting in Paterson this year. In Indio, California, 3 were injured and 1 killed. 1 was pronounced dead at the scene and the 3 others brought to the hospital, 1 in critical condition. 500 miles north in Sacramento, California, 4 were injured in a gang-related shooting near a basketball court. There were 2 shooters in this one. This is the 5th mass shooting in Sacramento this year, and the only one without a casualty. Now on to Sunday the 13th. In Enfield, North Carolina, 5 were injured and 1 killed at a large bonfire party. 24-year-old Sierra Webb was fatally shot. Hundreds of people were in attendance at the Double D Ranch event when a fight broke out between a group of women. Shots were fired and people began running to their cars. The man who owns the ranch said the shots were fired from outside the event and that he had security on site who found 27 guns that people tried to sneak inside coolers, boots, and even in hats. The purpose of the Double D Ranch is to convert young people from the streets to the saddle. In Philadelphia, 4 were injured, all males aged 27 to 45, after an incident at an after-hours club. Philly has had 25 mass shootings this year, and this one's their 2nd this month. In Omaha, Nebraska, 7 were injured and 1 killed at 4 a.m. at a house party. 20-year-old Carly Wood suffered a fatal gunshot wound. This was the 3rd and worst mass shooting in Omaha this year. And in Charlottesville, Virginia, 3 were killed and 2 injured, all UVA football players. And I did a separate video on this one. I'll link that in the description. In all, these 10 resulted in the deaths of 6 and injuries to 41 others. There wasn't a lot of available information on most of these, and hopefully that's not a sign that these types of incidents aren't worth covering.